All these are coming out of greenhouses right now.
She does her grocery tote bag, which is probably the most popular item.
So I've got a few examples here, some lovely ones that remind me of spring.
My favorite item to make right now is my simple leather bracelets.
Welcome to Handmade Homegrown. My name is Tanya, and it's spring in Seattle. I'm going to introduce you to 4 producers that will surely brighten your spring. Come join me.
I run down here from Everson. It takes a couple hours to get down here, and I bring a big load of flowers in the van. We've got 7,000 square feet of greenhouse space. We start growing tulips in December, and we're here through Mother's Day with our flowers, and then we'll be moving into peonies and some other more springtime crops. So yeah, just a handy little cart. I load it up, and I'll bring it right over here to Adam, and he'll find homes for them. My parents started in 1974, and I came along a couple years after that and started helping them out. And I've been kind of a market rat since I was just a little guy. Some varieties do well in the beginning of the season, and other ones do better towards the end of the season. Pretty much every color that you could want, but as far as the style of tulip or how it's being presented changes a little bit depending on the variety that we have available.
What's your favorite?
Oh boy, I have a lot of favorites. I really like this one. It's called Alibi. It kind of looks like it's backlit a little bit. It almost sort of glows. And then the Strong Gold is always a favorite because it's a really long laster and super bright. I think I also have another favorite. Pardon me. I've got Flashpoint right here. This is a double tulip or a peony flowered tulip, so it has multiple petals. It starts out looking kind of pink, and it almost turns red by the time it's done.
Hi, my name is Carrie, and I work for Sherwood Silkscreen here at Pike Place Market on the day stalls. Mary Kay has been in the market since 1978. She silkscreens t-shirts for adults and children in both short sleeve and long sleeve. She does her grocery tote bag, which is probably the most popular item. And we also she prints on aprons, which we have a nice variety of colors on currently. The design she's currently doing has definitely been the most popular design over all the years that she's been here. One of the cool things about her design is she pulls 4 screens. The first 3 screens she blends colors, and then the 4th screen, the final screen, is either going to be the white or the black to finish it off. We are currently in the market Friday through Monday. We do hope to pick up some extra days as we get closer to summer. If you'd like to order or have any questions at all, you can text 206-992-6607.
Hi, I'm Noah from Hierophant Meadery, here today to tell you about some of our lovely meads. A mead is a wine made from honey, so we combine honey, water, and yeast, ferment it into a nice off-dry mead, and we specialize in what's called a metheglin when you infuse these botanicals into the mead. So I've got a few examples here, some lovely ones that remind me of spring. This is our Gillied Balsam Poplar mead. It's got a floral nose and a sweet start and this lovely lingering resinous complexity that I'm a huge fan of. And we've got a hopped mead here as well. It's got these surprising fruity notes, these grapefruit guava tones, and a lovely floral complexity backing it all up, one of my favorites. And finally, one of our sparkling meads. This is the Apothic. It's got lots going on in it, a hibiscus, lemon verbena, turkey tail mushrooms, giving it a tangy, herbaceous, and a little bit earthy, sort of sparkling rosé kind of vibe. Our honey comes from an in-house beekeeper out in eastern Washington. That's where most of it is. It's a beautiful wildflower honey. We favor wildflower and alfalfa honeys, and we source from a few other local Northwest beekeepers as well. And most of our botanicals either come from other local Northwest farmers or actually wild harvested from our forests on site. We're at Pike Place Thursdays and Fridays and neighborhood farmers markets in Seattle on the weekends. And you can find us online at hierophantmeadery.com. You can see our shipping and our opening hours at our tasting rooms and which farmers markets we're going to be at. So come on down. I'll see you at the market.
Hello, how are you doing today? I am Jose Luis Amezquita. I am working in the Pike market for 36 years, and I've been doing this for 47. Started making jewelry when I was inspired in 1968. My favorite item to make right now is my simple leather bracelets. That's when I start to make jewelry. There's a leather, handmade braided, cut it, and wrap it with sterling silver wire and brass. And I start to do this I learned that one to do that one in 1970. And I was making, I only was braiding it. Somebody teach me to do it. They're very simple, very easy to carry, and they've been in fashion for, I don't know, 1,000 years. And that's bring it. She's helping me to sell in the market over here right now. She grew up almost in the market. She's been here for a long time.
Everything's handmade out of solid sterling silver. Luis has been doing this for, like he said, a long time. My favorite thing that he kind of does with everything is that he only uses solid metals, so you don't have to worry about any annoying, ugly things happening with them. But I think my favorite trick that he does is whenever he makes any of his chains, a lot of chain makers, they like to use jump rings that open and close in the middle of the links, but he actually wire wraps everything together. So you don't have to worry about those pesky things popping open if you get caught on something. And then he uses only all natural stones, so you don't have, so not as much of the colored glass. We figured the city's got enough of it. We don't necessarily need it on the table. And then these guys have always been a really, really popular one for us. They're kind of a cross between a chain and a link bracelet, but solid sterling with them too. And they fit as like a really beautiful little cuff. Just something simple and special that you can wear with a lot of different things. I think my first one that I ever got from him was actually our leather ones that we do over here. I got a little amethyst one when I was a kid, and then when I first started at the market, he bought me one of these guys. And they're all genuine leather on them, so super comfortable. They form nicely to your arm, so it's something that you can wear pretty much all of the time. They're really gorgeous. He uses little coins to make them, and then all the wire wrapping and stuff.
It's all by mouth. All by mouth or by friends. They like the bracelets, and people coming from all over the world and from everywhere to find me these days, because they really like the bracelet and they know they last for a long time.